Hello everyone and welcome to the Corki Mid Lane guide. Recently in the patch 6.24, Corki's win rate is among the highest of all champions in the mid lane, according to champion.gg. So I went ahead and tried him out and he seemed pretty strong, so I want to show you guys why that is so. Let's start off with his abilities. First, his passive. There are two parts to his passive. The first one is that his auto attacks deal 50% physical damage and 50% magical damage. This is one reason why he deals so much damage and also why you will need to build AP on Corki. The second part of his passive is probably one of the most fun mechanics about him, and that is his package. After 8 minutes of the game, the package will spawn at the base of the fountain, and that's where you can pick it up. Once you picked it up, you will get one cast of special delivery, which gives him 40% movement speed prior to the ability being cast, and special delivery lasts 60 seconds. After the ability has been cast, it goes on cooldown once again. The special delivery part of his passive is incredibly useful. Not only you can come back quicker to lane, you can also use it to gank other lanes or in team fights. Using it to gank other lanes is pretty effective since the range on your special delivery is massive. You can gank bot lane with ease, and if you place your special delivery behind the enemy or force your opponents to walk on it, it almost acts as a mini rumble ult, which is incredibly useful in team fights. Your Q is area of effect skill shot, which after it lands deals damage to the enemy's hit and it reveals them and the area for 6 seconds after it lands. Your W is a medium range dash. It can get you over most walls. You can use it to engage or disengage, and this ability will be empowered by your passive package, which then if you do have the package, you'll be able to dash really far away. The normal version of your W also burns enemies along the path which you traveled for 2 seconds. Your E sprays bullets in a cone in front of you for 4 seconds. It deals physical and magical damage, and it reduces your opponent's armor and magic resist, which stacks up by 6 to 8 times. Using your E doesn't interfere with your actions, and it stays in a cone in front of you as you move. Last, your R. Corki's R has a passive and an active effect. Passive is Corki stores a maximum of 7 rockets which charge up periodically. He has 7 rockets stored every time he respawns. Active, Corki can fire missiles in a line which after it hits someone explodes, dealing magic damage to nearby enemies, and every third missile Corki launches is a big one. An empowered rocket which deals 50% more damage and has a doubled explosion range. Next up, let's go over his build. For your starting items, you want to take Corrupting Potion as it helps you stay longer in lane and helps you with early trades a bit. For your build, you want to go first Sorcerer's Shoes as it helps you with your magic damage. Then you want to get Trinity Force as it synergizes with your kit incredibly well. Then you want to get Hextech Gunblade as it gives you all the stats you want and its active is very useful. Then after that, depending on how the game is going, you can either go for more damage with Rapid Fire Cannon and Infinity Edge for more crit, or get a Void Staff for more magic damage, and you can also get a Guardian's Angel if you feel like you have enough damage. Let's go over Masteries, Runes, and Summoner spells. For your Masteries, you want to go 12, 8, and 0 with Thunderlords as your keystone for more burst. Then for the runes, you want to take 9 reds of attack damage, 9 blues of magic resist, 9 yellows of armor, and 3 quintessences of attack speed. Regarding summoner spells, you want to take Flash, and then either heal to help you live longer or survive some sticky situations, or Exhaust if you're up against a champion who can easily all-in you, like Zed or Talon. So to counter that, you want to take Exhaust. Now let's go over some tips and tricks for the laning phase and for late game. First, for your skill order, you want to take Q first, followed by your E, then your W, and max out Q first, then E, and then W last, and your R whenever you can. In lane, you mostly want to focus on farming to get Trinity Force as soon as possible, but you can play a bit more aggressively if you're stronger than your lane opponent. Or if your lane opponent is pretty passive, then you can auto attack him every once in a while. If you do, watch out not to miss on CS or to take too much minion damage. As 8 minutes of the game come around, you want to get your package and look to roam to another lane. I personally always gank bot lane because it can put a lot of people ahead and behind, and it's easier to fly bot lane with your special delivery. Once you get your Trinity Force, you will start to deal a lot of damage, and you need to get used to auto-attacking after every ability cast to dish out a maximum amount of damage. It might take a bit time to get used to, but when you go all in, you want to activate your E to reduce your enemy's damage, then you can use your Q, then auto-attack until your Trinity Force refreshes, and then you attack after every ability cast. It can be your W to maybe dodge something, or your R, and your R is also very good for proccing Shin since it costs only 20 mana, which is very good for pushing towers and not to waste too much mana. If you get behind, you won't have the best time, but if you get ahead, you will be one-shotting everyone around the map, especially after you get Trinity Force and Hextech Gunblade. It usually won't come to late game if you're doing really well, since you will be one-shotting almost anyone, but if it does, you can use your package to engage in teamfights, since it will deal a lot of damage if you will walk through it, and just try to burst carriage since you're not very long ranged, and try to stay safe. And that pretty much wraps up Corki Mid Lane Guide. Make sure to comment down below on what you guys think. I really want to hear your guys' feedback. Make sure to like or dislike, share, and subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace.